Hey friend, Alex here from Audio Edges and welcome back. Today we are going to be mixing a beat. I'm really stoked to do this. I have a beat here from my good friend Isaiah over at Isage Beats, and we're going to be checking out this beat for the first time, organizing a mix session and getting to work. I want to show you guys the process so that you can start to mix beats too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That's really going to help support this channel, and it's going to make sure that you guys get all of our amazing free content coming out soon. Now, before we dive in, make sure you go download the Ultimate Home Studio Setup Guide, link in the description, and this is going to show you exactly how to set up your home studio for the first time. It's going to give you suggestions for gear to get you started, and it's going to make sense of how a home studio is all wired up and how it works. It's a free ebook as my gift to you. You're going to absolutely love it, so go grab that, and without further ado, let's get started on this beat mix. All right, guys, so we just hopped into the DAW. We got a beat here called Glad. This is from my buddy Isaiah over at Isage Beats. He made this beat, and all I've done so far is import the tracks. So what I'm going to do first is get this a little bit organized, get everything routed the way I like it, and I'm just going to show you guys that process. Some people organize their sessions differently. That's totally okay. Some people like to color tracks. Some say that's a waste of time. Guys, there's no right or wrong answer here. Those things don't change exactly how the mix sounds. So I'm going to show you my process, how I like to do it, because I feel that it works for me really well. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just reset my I/O here quickly for you, or my buses for you guys here, so we can just have a blank slate and create this session from scratch. First thing I like to do is just organize my session a little bit. So I'm going to take percussion, or drums, which is kick, snare, hat in this case, okay? And we also have a cymbal here, which is kind of percussion, kind of effects. I'm gonna throw that up here by the percussion as well. And what I'm gonna do is I'm really quickly gonna color these. I'm gonna color my drums red. This is just what I like to do. Let's make this cymbal. If it's a regular cymbal, I would just put it red as well, but I'm going to make it orange because it's a reverse cymbal. 808, I consider that bass, so I'm going to make it brown for bass. Which one's brown? Okay, there we go. Pad synth, this one's going to be light blue. Anything kind of synthy, I like to make light blue. Or blue, so I'm gonna go pad synth, and two pianos, which I like to do like a dark blue like that, okay? Colors don't matter. This is just so I can get a visual on the session. If I wanna quickly scroll up to my snare to adjust it, I know that I'm scroll up to the red and I'm all set to go, okay? So this is just a little setup on my session, okay? I labeled all my tracks. Everything's looking good to go. Let's flip over to our mixer page so I can show you the routing here, all right? So I'm going to set it all to no input. Right now, they're all coming out 1 and 2. What I want to do is create some buses, okay? So here's how I set up a mix session for a beat. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go new track, stereo aux, okay? I'm sending all of these to a bus. I highlighted them all, and I'm going to send them to something called a drum bus. What is a bus? A bus is like a path of audio for everything to go. So my kick, my snare, and my hi-hat are all going to this one path of audio to this drum bus. Think of it like a bus taking audio. Audio gets into the bus. Bus takes it wherever you direct it to go. Okay, so I send them all to this drum bus, and now I'm going to send this drum bus to the mix bus. If I had vocals on this, I would send them to an instrumental bus first, and then to the mix bus, and I would send all the vocals to a vocal bus, and then to the mix bus, where the instrumental and vocals meet. But this is just fully instrumental, so we're going straight to mix bus. My mix bus is kind of like my master out, or my stereo out, or my master channel. It's all kind of the same thing in this case. We're just mixing this beat. We're not mastering it here. We could do another master session later if we want. But just for the mix, I'm having them all go to a mix bus, which is my final bounce location for the mix. My final place where the mix is gonna, all the elements of the mix end up, okay? So we're making a mix bus here, okay? Drum bus to mix bus. What I wanna do is solo safe these tracks, and all that does is allow me to solo these individually and not have them, like when they're all routed to a bus and I solo it and this isn't solo safed, it won't play because I need to make sure that this is solo saved. That's essentially what's going on there. So I'm just solo saving those. I'm going to put my mix bus at the very end of all these tracks, okay? My reverse cymbal, I'm going to send also straight to the mix bus. My bass, I'm going to send straight to the mix bus. My synths, okay? I'm going to make a synth bus here so we can collect these together. Really simple busing, guys. Synth bus, and where am I going to send the synth bus? You guessed it, to the mix bus, okay? Piano, I'm going to make a piano bus. And this is all for organization, but it's also for another reason, which is that if I make buses, I can add more processing on the buses. So I can process piano 1 individually, I can process piano 2 individually, and then on the piano bus, maybe I want to process both of them together or add something both of them together, okay? So I'm going to do that. And we've almost got this session set up. I'm going to send the piano bus to the mix bus, okay? There might be a couple other things I do here, but I'm going to show you guys that as I go. But to get us started, that is setting up the session. And in our next little segment, we're going to actually get started on this mix and get the beat going. So to recap, we have all our drums going to a drum bus. We have a few of these just going straight to the mix bus because we don't really need to sum them together with other groups. They're just kind of their own thing. We have our synths here going to a synth bus goes to the mix bus, and we have pianos going to the piano bus, going to the mix bus, okay? So that's what's going on there. Let's have a listen to see what's going on with this track. This is just a faders up track, and everything's gonna route and play out our mix bus. Nice. So this is this piano. It's kind of like a synth piano or an affected piano in this case. Nice. Okay. Here's our drop. All right, so nice. Okay, so technically these are the dry tracks. This is unmixed. Obviously, Isaiah did a killer job getting a vibe going here. The 808 is already sounding really thick and full, so that's awesome. But there may be a few things that we can do to tie all the tracks together, and that's what we're going to cover next. That covers all of our routing from the tracks all the way to our mix bus, okay? That's really important to know to make sure everything is collectively going all towards the right place. Kind of through a little bit of its own maze, but this is really, really simple. You can see the buses we set up, and next we're going to start mixing this beat. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, hit the bell, and we will see you guys in the next video.